Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. So today is November 17th, 2020, and I am continuing with my new forward test of my algorithm. And I wanted to touch base and see where I'm at and if there's anything new on the horizon. So we're starting here with the dollar Swissy, and as you can see, this is actually the candle right here where I took the trade. And the reason for that, let me zoom in just a little bit, just to repeat. Okay, this was the candle here. The reason was, you can see here that we had a new signal on SSL and that our QQE was above the 50 and that our volatility was valid. So we took a buy. Unfortunately, it's just kind of gone boop, 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 boop down. And as of this point, it has crossed our baseline again. So that is a get out of Dodge signal. Even though our SSL is still showing an upwards trend, the other thing I wanted to point out is this is the QQE here. Okay, if you notice this, look at this little window over here. I've got my data window up. So if I go there, you can see that it is right on that 50 line. As a matter of fact, just a few minutes ago, it was actually on 49.96 something. So it had dipped down below. So we have two indications then that we need to close this trade. Number one is our QQE, potentially looks like dipping down below the 50 and closing below the baseline. So I'm going to close. Boom. So closed all of those. Now let's check out our other open trade, which is the USD chef. I'm sorry, which is the, no, we're on the USD chef. Now I want the Aussie Kiwi. Bring that over. Okay, now this one, you guys have good eagle eyes, and I have to thank you. A couple people pointed out that when I got into this trade on this candle right here, well, a little bit later, but on this candle right here, I was more than 1 ATR from the baseline. So shame on me. Look at that. My very first day, and I'm making mistakes already. But I do appreciate people helping me out and pointing that out for me. So technically, I shouldn't even be in this trade. But we are, so we're going to let it run its course. So let's look at where we're at right now. We are losing right now. We're down about a total of 56 pips. That's 28 on each of the open trades. It is turning back around, heading down. And what I really want to look at is, first of all, our SSL is still showing a downward signal. And our QQE here, if you notice, is still below the 50. That's the red line. So anything below that is good for a sell. And the blue line is under the white line, which is our value 1 and value 2 for QQE. And I like to look at that as a good indication as an exit as well. So with those two things still showing a sell, then I'm just going to let this one go for now. And we'll see what happens with it. Now, tomorrow, we have some Aussie news at 5:30 p.m. So I think technically I'm supposed to get out of the trade if I'm losing money the day before news, but I'm gonna let it cook. So let's see how that goes. News is the one that's really hard for me, but we'll see how it goes. Now, the other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to point out a couple of trades that I noticed, but they're not good options, and I'll show you why. The first one is Canadian yen, or the CAD yen. Let's pull that one over here. And here is the thing I was looking for. Do you see this symbol right there? So my SSL just gave me a new signal to go short. Price has crossed over and is closed below the baseline, which means short. But we have a couple of problems. First of all, look over here at this box. QQE has not gone below the 50. It's very close. That blue line is at the 50.3738, but it hasn't gone below. And the other thing is here, volatility. We don't have a valid on our volatility. So what this means is I've written it down to watch, but cannot go into it at this time. The other one is the dollar yen. And let me pull that one up. Okay, again, we have a fresh signal on our SSL. We are below the baseline, and if I hover it over, I can see that we are within 1 ATR. Our QQE is good. Our QQE is 45.39, so it is below the 50. However, our volatility is not cooperating. So that is one that we can't get into either because of that low volatility. So I'm just going to leave this one on to watch as well. And we will see what happens tomorrow. That's all I did notice. So we'll come back and see how it does. In the meantime, let me just check here. So as you can see, I have just the one trade on with the Aussie Kiwi, and I'm down 54. And unfortunately, my first closed trade was in the hole for 118. So we'll keep you up to date with that as well. Hope you guys are having a good trading and you're excited to get back into the markets. I know I am. Take care.